Are you still considering moving or relocating to the St. Petersburg area? But there are so many videos out there, mine included, that talk about all the same neighborhoods. Well, today I decided to dig in a little deeper into some of the smaller neighborhoods that you may not know about that I think are pretty cool that you should consider. So let's get after it right now. Hey, future Floridians, I'm Emily. I'm a licensed real estate agent here in the state of Florida, and I live on the central west coast of Florida. And this channel is dedicated to everything living, working, playing, sleeping, eating, and especially the real estate market here in the Tampa St. Pete market. And if you're looking for that, this channel's for you. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. It really helps me out a lot, as well as a thumbs up. Don't forget that as well. And you can leave a comment below if you have a question or if you have something to add to this video. And don't forget, I'm a relocation specialist. So if you would like more information on relocating, buying, selling, or investing in the Tampa St. Pete market, I'm your girl. So all of my links are below: text, phone, email, or especially my calendar, so that we can have a 30-minute consultation if that works for you as well. I really like doing those so we can actually meet. All right, so today I wanted to dive into some of those top St. Pete neighborhoods, but the ones that nobody are talking about, or ones that you may not have heard that much about.
Nice.
And so today I'm going to focus on a couple, and I'm going to show you the neighborhoods, and then I'm going to try to help you understand a little bit about the pricing of some of the homes in this area. St. Pete in general is a little all over the map, but if you are looking for no HOAs or in that single family home and a little bit more of that urban, eclectic, artsy feel, St. Pete has it in spades. It's really one of those fun areas to be in, because once you hit downtown, you can walk everywhere. And there is the Sun Runner that runs downtown as well. And right now it's free until April. I don't know what it would cost after that, but we can always find out. And that will take you downtown as well. So if you're somebody that is looking to either, raise a family in that area and have places and parks and walkability and that sort of thing, St. Pete's got it. If you're a young professional and you also want that walking and the riding your bike and your live, work, play area that's really close by, and you can go to your local bar or local coffee shop, St. Pete's got that as well. So the first neighborhood that I want to focus on today is the Euclid St. Paul area, just north of St. Pete. So Euclid St. Paul, as you can see, is just west of the historic Northeast, Coffee Pot Bayou, Crescent Lake, areas that you've heard of that are really great but very expensive. So we're going to focus right now on this little area right here, this Euclid St. Paul, and then we're going to go into Greater Woodlawn, and then I'm going to talk to you about a couple of other neighborhoods as well. But let's focus on this Euclid St. Paul area, and let me show you what it's got to offer. So we're over here in Euclid St. Paul, a little neighborhood within St. Pete that's been coming to my attention by a lot of people. So again, St. Pete has been growing and expanding, and this house right behind me is pending right now at $575. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,535 square feet, and it is just a cute little normal St. Pete home. So again, this neighborhood over here is, again, you're gonna see, and I'm gonna show you some other parts of it, a little hit or miss, and you'll know what I mean in just a second. So let me show you right now. So just to recap on Euclid St. Paul, I think you're going to have a bunch of different types of houses there. They're going to be a little bit on the smaller side, but if you're looking for that 3-2, 1,500 square feet, maybe a little bit more in that 450, 550 range, it's definitely, an area that you should consider. Again, the curb appeal is just a little bit in some areas, but it's not as great as the historic Old Northeast. But don't worry, you're not going to pay the prices of historic Old Northeast, so it should be an option for you. So we started in Euclid St Paul, and now we're going to head over just to its next door neighbor, which is Greater Woodlawn. So the next neighborhood we have is Greater Woodlawn, and as you can see, it is just a small square. But again, it's just west of 4th Street North, west of the Coffee Pot Bayou, and a little bit northwest of Crescent Lakes. So you're still in a really, really wonderful neighborhood. And I'm not gonna lie, these houses are really beautiful. Let me show you. I've stopped in this really cute neighborhood called Greater Woodlawn, and Greater Woodlawn has only like 625 homes in this little neighborhood, but it's on the north side of St. Pete. And these homes and architecture, as you can see, they're a little different than what I've shown you in the past or even on this video. These are gonna be more of that traditional classic bungalow or colonial revival, they call it. And it's just really cute. They've got like this little park in the center here. There's a circle called Woodlawn Circle, and that's where we are right now. And it's quiet, except for the garbage truck that just went by, but the homes are really, really cute. And I've been noticing a lot of people walking and baby carriages and dogs, and the feel around here is really, really nice. And all these trees, it's just gorgeous. So Greater Woodlawn, who would have thunk it? All right, we're gonna keep moving. Let's see what else we can find. I just kind of fell in love with Greater Woodlawn, I'm not gonna lie. But the home prices over there, again, are kind of all over the map, as most of these areas are. And as you're starting to get pushed away from the Coffee Pot Bayou and the Old Northeast, you know, people are kind of merging into that west side. And so I've noticed that the housing prices are starting to climb a little bit. But again, you're gonna get a bigger footprint. So anywhere from 500K, I even saw one recently at 800K. In that area. But again, there's only those small amounts of home, but it bleeds into some other neighborhoods that's really great. So we're gonna focus on this corridor, and you're gonna see what I mean. Greater Woodlawn, add it to your list.
Do it! Do it!
So we've talked about Euclid St. Paul, we've talked about Greater Woodlawn, and now we're gonna head up to the Allendale Terrace, which is right here next to Allendale Park. This whole area right here, 5 Points, as well as Magnolia Heights and St. Pete Heights. This corridor right here, we're gonna be talking about. So as you can see, St. Pete Heights is on that west side of 275 that leads over into Magnolia Heights, that then bleeds into Allendale Terrace and Allendale Park, which is 5 Points. And again, all of these little neighborhoods sit really close to the Coffee Pot Bayou, the Vinoy Park, the historic Old Northeast, as well as Crescent Heights. And again, you are just a hop skip, probably 10, maybe 15 minutes down to the St. Pete Pier and that downtown area. Okay, I had to stop real quick in this area because I was driving to Magnolia Heights, which I'm gonna show you in a minute, but now I'm in Allendale Terrace, and this neighborhood is a little surprising. It's beautiful, it's spread out. Again, you've got the tree-lined streets. There was a beautiful street over there that had the brick lane streets, very different style homes, some brand new, some older, a little bit larger, a little bit higher ticket price. So Allendale Terrace, check it out. All right, we're gonna keep moving. Cars are coming. kind of cute area, right? Oh, Allendale Terrace really surprised me. I think those houses are really great. It's not what I was expecting. But those houses in that area, those three neighborhoods, if we just kind of combine them, you're still going to be in that 400 to 900, even $1 million range. So there are some houses that are a little bit more affordable, and there are those houses that have been renovated, and there's also some brand new construction over there in a couple of lots. So that's something that I've noticed in all three of those neighborhoods. And you have a little bit better curb appeal than some of the other neighborhoods. And you're still close to all the shopping, which we're going to get to in a minute. And don't forget, at the end, I'm going to talk about my bonus neighborhood. So stay tuned for that. So moving right along, we're going to head to historic Uptown, which you can see is just south of Euclid St Paul and just southwest of historic Old Northeast. And it's also as you get closer down here to 275 and downtown. So if you're looking for that downtown living, you need to consider historic Uptown. All right, next on our journey, we ended up here in the historic Uptown area. I've been hearing a lot about this area, and to be honest with you, I haven't had anybody interested, but it's on my radar now because as the Old Northeast is starting to get bombarded with people moving there, you've got to have other options, right? And so this neighborhood, if you are 500K and up and you want a little bit more of a footprint, you want about 3,000, 4,000 square feet in a home, a little bit more cool like this one. The architecture around here, again, is a mixed bag like most of St. Pete, but it is known in the historic Uptown for its Baroque and neoclassical styles. So you're gonna see houses like this that have a little bit more character to them. There's a couple that I just passed. I'm gonna try to get some coverage for you as well, but this is a really great area and it's right off of 4th Street North, which, as we know, and I've mentioned in other videos, is where all of the really good shopping is and that sort of thing. So you're close to the grocery stores and the Trader Joe's and, you know, the CVS's and the gas stations and maybe a workout place. So very, very cool neighborhood, really quiet. And again, you've got these brick lane streets that we love so much here in St. Pete. All right, let's keep it moving. And as you can see in historic Uptown, you're gonna get a larger home, a little bit more of that eclectic architecture that is very contradictory to the bungalow style homes that you're gonna see in the Old Northeast and Kenwood. So it's kind of a cool little area and you're just really close to all the fun. You're close to that 4th Street North that I talk about all the time. If you want good eating, good grocery shopping, and all of the CVS's and all that sort of stuff. But you're also a really quick bike ride down to downtown or a quick Uber ride. So you're close to all the action and all the parks, especially if you and your family are looking to, you know, ride your bikes or throw the Frisbee or even boat. They've got slips down there, of course, at the marina by the pier. So take advantage of that if you've got a boat. I want to head back to the map for a second and just give you a little bit of a wide view of the areas I'm talking about and the things around it. So again, we're looking at St. Pete. You've got the 3 bridges right here back to Tampa. You're closest to the Gandy, and you're going to head south either on 275 or 92 that turns into 4th Street North. And as I scroll into 4th Street North, you're going to start to see things pop up, you know, more places to eat, as well as that Trader Joe's. You can tell it's a place that we travel to because it's popping up. And you've got also some awesome water over to the east. So if you are looking to kayak or boat or anything like that, Weeden Island is really fun. It's pretty shallow. You can sometimes even see some manatees, and you can go to one of my favorite restaurants, which is the Getaway, because you can actually pull your kayak up to it. And it's this fun little outdoor tiki area and get your drink on. It's very cool. See right there? Very fun. So I highly recommend that. And that's just one place. There's a ton all around. Explore. And if there's areas that you think I've missed, obviously, you know, mention them below. I'm always looking for other places to go to too. So Weeden Island, you've also got great golfing between the Mangrove Bay, as well as you've got that at the Vinoy Golf Course. As you go down this 4th Street here, you see the fresh markets popping up. You're going to see ABC Liquor, Publix, all of that shopping is going to start popping up on the map as you're getting closer again to the Old Northeast, Crescent Lake area, and that Euclid St Paul. So you're really close to all the shopping if you do choose to be in this corridor right here. And again, as you see these green spaces here, you've got a little beach, you've got North Shore Park and Vinoy Park over here. And all of this area right here gives you wonderful views of the St. Pete Pier. And all of this, you know, again, parks and bikeability. And of course, you've got our wonderful downtown where you have museums. You've got the Dolly Museum, you've got the Chihuly Museum, you've got the Museum of Modern Art, as well as music's going on all the time. We've got Janice Landing happening, and that's our outdoor music venue in St. Pete. You've got Tropicana Field for our Rays. You've got the Rowdies for baseball. So there is always something to do in St. Pete. So my last neighborhood that is sort of a bonus neighborhood, I wanted to share with you guys a little bit more of an affordable area that's still where I think close to things, especially if you want to be close to downtown St. Pete, but you also want to be maybe a little bit closer to the beaches, which sit on the west coast of St. Pete. So let me show you United Central. So United Central sits just west of Inwood, so you're still in a really hot area. You're a little bit more inland, of course, but you are central, hence the name United Central. And then just south of United Central is Central Avenue, where you have the Grand Central District that has all those shops and the sundial and all those amazing places. And the Chihuly exhibit is down there, and you can keep going all the way to the water, and you can hit a bunch of museums. So you are really biking distance from a lot of wonderful things, as well as you're close to the interstate. And so that makes that commuting a little bit easier too. The reason why I like United Central as an option is because, again, you're close to a lot of the hubbub, I say that a lot, but a lot of the activity that's really fun and what draws people to St. Pete, the museums, the nightlife, the amazing restaurants, the cool shops, artisanship, the vendors on the street, the musicians on the street, the families walking around, riding bikes, pushing their carriages. You know, it is a real cool mixed bag of people and ages and professions. I really am starting to think that St. Pete is like a little San Diego. It's starting to feel that way to me. So United Central, the price points over there are going to start in the $350K, and they can go all the way up. But you're going to find that you can get a little bungalow, a little 2-bedroom. Now, again, they might be a little smaller homes. And again, some of them may not be renovated to your liking. But if you're trying to get into St. Pete, into an area that's really, really popular and growing with popularity, you want to get into those areas now. So that's why I wanted to put it on your radar. So if you have any questions about any of the neighborhoods that I've mentioned today in St. Petersburg, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I am here to help you. I'm a relocation specialist, and I can help you get a plan for relocating, but I can't help you if you don't reach out to me. So don't forget, all of my links are below, and hit me up and we can get a conversation going. So I hope this content really helped you today understand that there are some definite other possibilities in St. Pete, and I've just tipped the iceberg. There's going to be more videos coming where I talk about some of these other little pocket neighborhoods that you need to consider. And so as always, I really appreciate it, guys, if you'd hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Really appreciate it. A thumbs up for me as well. And as always, I'm here to help. So reach out if you'd like, and I would be glad to help you on your relocation journey. And until next time, have a good one, everybody. Bye.